Alright, today we're going to be looking at Guilty Pour Homme EDP by Gucci. If you're thinking of buying this fragrance or any others over at fragrancenet.com, use the discount code linked in the description below to get 30% off your entire purchase. There are two things that I know to be true. The first is there's no difference between good flan and bad flan, and the second is that romance is always superior to just going out and trying to get laid. Any idiot can go to a bar and play the numbers, asking out as many women as possible to hopefully find the one that finally succumbs to their incredibly basic charms. Romance demands more from a person, requiring time to reflect, consider the other person, and find a course of action that will both surprise and delight them. It takes planning, but also spontaneity, knowing when to speak, but also when to listen, and finally it takes some guts to put yourself out there without caring if you look a little silly or even reckless. It doesn't always work, but when it does, you'll immediately graduate up to that next level in your romantic life, one that you rarely demote down from. And it's at that level where you're going to find today's fragrance, Guilty Pour Homme EDP. This one is romance in a bottle, taking those chances, knowing when to be bold with the fragrance notes, but also when to throttle back and give the wearer and those around them a chance to talk. It's fresh and bright enough to entrance and excite, but rich and deep enough to draw someone in for that first kiss that launches a great romance. The fragrance starts by opening the door for your lady with a mix of red chili pepper, balsamic vinegar, salt, and one of the best rose notes I've ever smelled. It's a daring, distinct, and dauntless open that immediately gives you the confidence of 10 men, unafraid to make that first awkward conversation, peppering in some well-timed jokes, and giving you both time to get to know each other. The middle slows things down with more floral notes. Lavender, orange blossom, and neroli come together to give you a moment to pause, gaze seductively at her from across the table, and reach your hand out, hoping that she'll meet you halfway and graze your fingers with hers flirtatiously. The base finally closes the lights with cedar and a slightly chocolatey patchouli note that adds just a touch of bittersweetness, the way you should feel at the end of a perfect night of romance. Because if you're any kind of man, you didn't push to take things too far, but rather left her and yourself wanting more, excited for your next encounter. And that's what this fragrance does, leaves you excited for the next time you get to wear it, knowing you'll smell amazing. Presentation is sleek and refined, a thin, tall, matte black bottle with the Gucci logo embossed on the front. The atomizer is strapping and sturdy, getting the fragrance out of the bottle in an even spray. Longevity is very good. I got a solid 8 to 9 hours on my skin with strong projection for the first hour or two. This is going to stay with you throughout your romantic evening, don't you worry. Is this going to get you compliments? It was Lord Byron, one of the major figures of the Romantic movement in the 1800s, who said, "You don't love a woman because she's beautiful, but she is beautiful because you love her." The same goes for fragrances. If you love a fragrance and it's beautiful, you don't need anybody else to tell you that. Final thoughts? Whoever said romance is dead never smelled this absolute beauty of a fragrance. Go find it, try it, and then find someone to pitch your woo at.